Samantha had gone to a Halloween party that night, and a woman that Jonathan had been seeing was at the party. Samantha left very upset.
They broke her.
Samantha did not leave a suicide note. That does not make any sense to me. We recently found out that the night Samantha died, she sent Jonathan several texts, and Jonathan has deleted them. Why would he delete all of them? Is there something he does not want people to know? Was Samantha trying to tell Jonathan that night that she was going to kill herself? We found a notebook in her room that she had obviously been using almost like a diary. There were several pages torn out. We found that pretty suspicious. He refused to identify Samantha's body. He refused to even look at her. Why are you refusing to identify the body? You're the one that's been with her for 2 years. Is it hard for you to look at her? Are you guilty? I would give anything to have one more minute with her. Just to look at her face one more time. One more time.
Well, first, let me say to the two of you, I'm terribly sorry for your loss. One thing you won't hear me say today is I know how you feel, because you can't know if you haven't been there. And how do you feel about this, Dad?
The pain never stops. To know the Samantha before the relationship and to see the Samantha she turned into during the course of the relationship, it's 180 degrees.
Big change.
Big change.
And you say, but for her being involved with Jonathan, she would be alive today.
If Samantha had never met Jonathan, she would be here. If Jonathan had not treated her the way he treated her, had not belittled her, had said something, she would still be here. She would still be here.
You believe he actually knew she was going to kill herself that night?
I believe that we're never going to know 100% what happened that night. We know that she was extremely upset that night. We know that she left a masquerade party. She attempted to reach him several times. I believe that there were times that she actually did reach him.
Why no suicide note?
This is a very hard one for me, because there was nothing in the day and in her thoughts and all the conversations that she had with people that gave any indication she was despondent, depressed, or anything else. Whatever happened at the Monster Bash, whatever occurred in those last few hours, put her in this suicide mode.
Okay, what is it you think he did that drove her to this? Not just that night, but through the relationship.
He was very highly controlling of the relationship, and he had to have control of her computers in terms of being able to have access, know all the passwords. He insisted that they put their money in joint accounts. He had to know her whereabouts all the time.
So your theory is she felt so trapped there was no way out of this?
I believe.
Well, Jonathan is here. He insists he is not responsible for Samantha's choice to take her own life. He says he not only wants her parents to end their grief-filled vendetta against him, he also wants them to stop blaming themselves for their daughter's death. We'll hear what he has to say after the break.
Katie and Dan have been determined to destroy my career, my life. Samantha was the greatest thing that has ever happened to me. I was never abusive towards Samantha, physically or emotionally.
And later,
the pain that I'm feeling right now, you wouldn't want to feel this. What if I went and did as well?
How the pain she was feeling when she hung herself.
Can we talk about Samantha for a minute?
Tomorrow on an all-new Dr. Phil.
I want to be a YouTube star.
She calls Dad an idiot.
she dropped out of school. You bought her a new car.
And Mom a psycho.
Last night you wanted me to rub on your